Hi, everybody. I wanted to hop on and share with you what our weekly schedule is going to look like. It's going to look like this cute little classroom that you see right here. I made it this way so that you could access all of the web links that you needed all in one spot instead of running around and logging into ClassLink and to Seesaw and searching all over the net. It's all kind of here in one spot. And this will be listed this will be posted every week on Friday at the end of the day. For the next week, I'll have updated the weekly schedule for the next week. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the weekly schedule. You'll just click on it. It has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we got started on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we did our ClassLink navigation email, your remote learning expectation video, and your Google Classroom navigation video. Let's see. I think this has the wrong link in it. Yeah. It's just not. There we go. Wednesday. So student schedule overview is what we're going over right now for Wednesday. You're going to have your Seesaw navigation video and your data collection video. And then on Thursday, of course it's not on Thursday, we will explore Seesaw on Thursday by completing 3 assignments, exploring Google Classroom by completing parent checklist form, and participate in a parent consultation. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll do parent consultations. So, for the weekly schedule, let me get to the slide. This will be posted for the weekly schedule, and this is just a very generic one, but I'm going to go ahead and go over it a little bit right now for you. The links will work better. They're just not working for me right now because they don't work well with the tool I'm using to record my video. So when you click on them, they work. When I click on them, they work until I'm recording. So let's go over the schedule. So this is what you're going to get weekly. This is a Monday snippet. So it's super generic. This will depend on what your student is working on. It's not a one size fits all. I have several groups, and your schedule will be specific to your students when you receive this. So from 7 to 8:30 in the morning, that's your time in the morning to get ready for the day. You can wake up, get ready for school. By 8:30 to 9, you can begin your fine motor activities. That depends on what your student is working on, individual goals and objectives, stuff like writing sentences, any type of fine motor or adaptive skills that they're working on. Very individualized skills. So from 9 to 10, there will be a read aloud where students will participate in a live read aloud session with the teacher. So that just depends. If your child is doing a live read aloud with me or a live morning meeting with me, that will be one of the times where I take attendance. The live read alouds are important. Everybody needs to be a part of that because that will be some of our science curriculum and our social studies curriculum comes from those read alouds. And it's important because we learn to answer questions and participate in a group setting. So I really would like everybody to participate in one live session on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday, Thursday, we could do a recorded one. So that's something that we'll talk about. From 10 to 10:30, students will participate in a teacher suggested lesson. It's a brain break. So it's just some movement and fun activity from 10:30 to 11:30. The times are very generic. I just want to stress that. These are, we need to get in our minutes for the day. You have your IEP says that you have so many minutes of reading and math. It really does depend on their individual needs for those minutes every day. From 10:30 to 11:30, we'll do a daily lesson. In reading, it could be a one-on-one Zoom lesson. It could be a pre-recorded lesson. It could be a lesson on Seesaw. It's just 20 minutes, depending on what we talk about in the IEP meeting, what's appropriate for you. That also includes independent work. There's 20 minutes of independent work. That could be on Seesaw. That could be a paper packet. That could be task boxes. It could be file folder games. I might do some trainings later on the task boxes and the file folder games once we figure out which one is best for your student. Another 20 minutes would be of reading would be on a reading program. And the reading program we use is called Amplify. Its link is in ClassLink. You have to log in, and we'll talk more about that. I'm working on getting all those login codes together for classes like Amplify and iReady. I have to get our classroom set up and get the codes and get those to you. Working on that. Hopefully we'll have them by the end of this week, and I can shoot them out in an email. Another 20 minutes of reading could be parents read aloud to the children, or the child reading. It's super important that we read to them every day. Another bit of reading time each day could be where we work on specific goals and objectives for another 20 minutes or so. It just depends on what we're deciding, how many minutes they need of reading, how many minutes they need of math each day. Lunch is however long you need. These times are just there to give you guidelines. You don't have to follow them exactly. It's just a guided schedule to help you guys stay organized. Let me move my little picture over here now. So I just thought it might be helpful to have some times on there as the guideline. So let's just look at math for a minute. So over here at 12:30 to 1:30 for math, it's kind of the same as reading, except for instead of using that Amplify online program, you would be using the iReady. That's a math program. The kids love it. There's games embedded in it. We'll do some math goals and objectives for a few minutes, just depending on the times in the IEP as well. So at 1:30 to 2:30, students will participate with their school's encore classes. We'll have to just double check with those encore teachers and see what times they have set. And we may have to adjust the schedule according to that. So from 2 to 3, I would like for parents to complete the checklist that is listed each day as another guideline on what activities need to be done each day. And you just go in after you've done all your activities, and you go into, it's in the Google Classroom, and I'll pull it up here, you're going to complete the checklist. So this is just a sample checklist, but your activities, your fine motor activities, your reading activities, your math activities will be listed here in a checklist. And so at the end of the day, you just come back into the Google Classroom, you check off what you did, and you click submit. It's just, this is just a generic one. It's just a way for, an extra way for me to be able to keep some data, and for you just to check off everything you're doing each day and staying organized. So we will go back to the slide and head to the Seesaw link if it will work. And I'll talk a little bit about Seesaw. Okay, guys, I promise these do work whenever I am not recording myself. Why, look at that. There we go. Seesaw. So when you go into Seesaw, I love Seesaw. First of all, I just want to talk to you a little bit about it. It's easy. It's a unique program. It's kind of like a portfolio program platform. It's very kid-friendly. So we've already, I've recorded a video where how to log in. So you click I'm a student and you log in, but that's not what I'm going to do because I'm the teacher. So I'm just going to show you my teacher view real quick. Okay, so this is what our Seesaw classroom is going to look like. You have a journal over here and you have activities. So in your journal, this is going to be your completed work. When you scroll up and down, it'll show you everything that you've completed. When you want to go to the work that you have that's waiting for you, you go to your activities and let's see, you can see that I can comment if someone has, well, I don't have one that's done. I'm sorry. Let's see. Well, okay, so when you add a response, I'm just going to mark through this real quick and finish it. You click done. Okay, so now we go to the journal, and this is the student's completed activity. And so you can see down here that I'm able to like the post, put a comment on it, give you some feedback. I can even record a recorded message to the student and give them some feedback. I can write in there on a comment. You can post a comment if you have any questions on their activity, and I'll be able to read it as well. So this is the home page. It shows up your completed assignments. If it has not been completed, it will not show up there. So to see your assignments, we're going to go to the activities. So let's look at this one right here. So let's say you're gonna do this activity right here. It's a reading activity. Does the pigeon have to go to school? And you're gonna click add a response. I'm gonna choose a sample student. And we're just gonna look at this page for a minute. Let's go down here. Okay, so this neat little page right here, it has, you have all these lovely little choices here that you can use. I'm going to navigate one more page over. So that was, you just tap the link, you just follow the directions. I'm going to go over to the next slide because that's where you would put your response. So, and I'm going to use these tools over here and show you how you can respond. So you would have read that story and the question's asking, in the big yellow box, either tap the T, which is a text box. So if you tap the T to type a reason why it's important for Pigeon to go to school. So that's the question. Why is it important for Pigeon to go to school? So the student's going to respond, and they can either respond in a text. Okay, so they can type their response. You can move the box around. It's not going to let me because I'm in present mode. All right, and then you can go down here and click this pencil, and you can write your response. This is a really cool feature if you have an iPad, and you sometimes will be required just to draw pictures as your response. It's a little bit harder to write with the pencil feature, but there's a lot of other cool things here. There's highlighters. You can draw some pretty little lines. There's this special little marker that does some kind of like neon stuff. You have an eraser, so you can erase some of your work if you make a mistake. It's really fun for the kids. Okay, so let's just say that's not their mode of communication. Let's just say they're not typing, they're not writing. Well, you can click this microphone and you can start to record, and they can record their response. I love recorded responses. There will be some activities here where they will need to read what's in the background, and I love to hear them read. So a lot of students love to start a new recording. It's not showing right now, but usually when the student, there it is. So you can upload a photo. You can, if you wanted to write on paper right now and then take a picture with your screen, you could upload what you wrote in a photo. You can take a video of yourself reading the story or showing a drawing that you did. And you can upload other files here as well. Of course, you can write with the pen and pencil. It just depends on what their abilities are, and that's totally up to you as the parents to decide how they respond. This is totally fine with me. It's just as long as I can see a response and know that they comprehended the question and was able to answer the question. It doesn't matter which way they choose to respond. Then once you're done, you're just going to go up there and click that green arrow, and you're going to see that it's uploading right now, and it shows you that it's on your journal page. So you know you completed that activity, and now I can go comment on it. I can go check the answer and comment on it. So this is another way that I can check attendance is through Seesaw. Activities, whenever these things are posted, I can tell that the student was working that day. It's I can toggle through all of these and comment on them, what I like. I can give strategies of how to differentiate or how to help them do something differently. There's an inbox over here where you can send me a message. No one else can see the message. It just comes directly to me, and I can message you back. Some parents in the past chose paper packets of these types of activities, and their student wrote on them, and they just took a picture of like 3 sheets of paper at a time and uploaded it to this inbox area, this messages, to submit their work that way. So it's really flexible. I'll work with you. So you can just go ahead and play with Seesaw and get to understand it. And that way next week when we start doing it all the time, you'll know how to use it. And if you have any questions about it, you can just ask me this week. So I wanted to share something with you that's on that other PowerPoint as well. I wanted on this. So this is going to be on your stream every day. There's another link here that says Math Manipulatives. So we'll go to that page, and you'll come to this section where you see all of these math manipulatives. And this is really cool since we're not in the classroom. It's just a different way to have these things that we use during math in the classroom at your disposal at home. So you would just click on these counters for one-to-one correspondence. This is also really cool on an iPad. You just drag and drop them, but if you don't have an iPad, you just use your mouse on your computer, and you can use this for counting when working with math. Let's see, there's a timer on here. This is really cool. Let's see. So you can go to that timer, and if your student needs a 2-minute break to play on an iPhone, to play because they've earned it for working very hard, you can do you can set the timer so they can see how long it takes for 2 minutes to expire, and as soon as timer is done, then phone gets returned and student goes back to work. So it's really a visual timer is a really good tool to help you with taking short breaks and having some down preferred time activities and then returning back to work, because when timer says all done, you have to go back to work. So this is a really cool page to be able to please play around with all these math manipulatives and get to know them, so that whenever we're working on math, you know that you can come to this page and use these tools to help you. It's super neat. There's even flashcards in there. Let's see. So this is just really neat. It's just made it all super simple and easy. It's all together here for you, so it's not confusing. You can it's all here in one spot for you. So we talked about our weekly schedules. They will be individualized and they'll go out on Fridays. You can look over them. We talked about that. You've got your math manipulatives. You've got online. Let's go over the online library real quick. So you go to this room and you may not have a bunch of library books at your house. So you don't have to search all over the web for books. I'll try to update this monthly, but you just click on the book, and during that 20-minute read time where you're supposed to read, the parent reads to the child for 20 minutes or the student reads for 20 minutes, you can click on this book and they can just watch the book.
Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andrier and Guy Parker Reese. Gerald was a tall giraffe.
Some of these books are animated. And the kids love them. They love to watch their books. So when you click on the link of the book, it pulls you up to Kids Safe YouTube video. So we'll go back to our main. And we will go to online resources is our last tab. So this is some fun games for ELA, English Language Arts Skills, and these are some fun games for math. So you will just click on one over here, and let's say your student is working on ABCs. So you click on ABCs over here, and you go down, and this is Starfall right here, and they can go and click on each one of these letters and listen to the alphabet songs for each letter. And it's just a great resource. The kids love them. They consider them games. However, they're still learning. It's just another really good resource, all right here for you on the weekly schedule, Cute Classroom Google Slide page. So you're going to go today after you've watched all the videos, and on the Google form you're going to turn in and you're going to click that you've watched this video, the Google Classroom video, and the data collection video, and you'll mark that off like it's a checklist and turn the Google form in so that I can see that you've done all your activities for the day. Be sure at the bottom of that Google form where you've checked off that you've watched the videos, there's a spot down there at the bottom for you. It's a paragraph form for you to write any questions that you have. You can also just shoot me an email if you have any questions about anything we've gone over. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to try to call you all because we are supposed to consult with the parents, and I'll just check in. Tuesday could be an email, and Thursday could be a phone call, but I'll just say, hey, how's it going? Is there anything I can help you with in the email on Tuesday? And on Thursday, you may say, I have a question about this. And, so we're supposed to contact the parents at least once a week. So I'll try to do the phone call on Thursday toward the end of the week. And so Tuesdays and Thursdays are consult days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to try to do a live lesson, either a morning meeting or a read aloud. I just really feel like that interaction with the kids is really important. So the rest of this week, for the weekly schedule, we started on Tuesday. We are doing this today, the Seesaw data collection and the school schedule, student schedule. Thursday, I just want you to log into Seesaw for the students. There's 3 very simple activities already loaded on there. And I just want you to explore the Google Classroom. The link, is in your class link. And you know how to log into it, how to get to it in several ways. And then I want you on Thursday to be sure to complete the parent checklist like you've been doing for these videos. There's going to be that generic, checklist that I showed you earlier for the student activities, the 3 activities and the assignments, and the checklist will be there. And then on Thursday, I will check in with you for the parent consultation to see if you're having any trouble with any of this. If any of this is confusing, you can talk to me on Thursday. Then on Friday, same thing. Your student is going to complete 3 more activities in Seesaw. We're going to, you can continue to explore the Google Classroom by completing the parent checklist. And then you can have a wonderful weekend. And Friday, you can expect a new schedule posted for the following week. On Monday, I would like to start those read alouds. I know this is a lot to take in all at one time, but we're going to take it slowly. Even on Monday, we'll begin our online live session. And Thursday, I'll contact you this week to let you know what times those meetings will be for the schedule for next week. I'll let you know when I'm planning those lives. So if your student needs to log in to a live morning meeting or a live read aloud, you'll know exactly when those are on Thursday. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. I'll see you later this week. Thank you so much. Bye.